It's February 13th and the 2-Minute Podcast is back. Then the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord and served the Baals. Judges chapter 2. When I read this, I weep. It is hard to comprehend a nation so loved by God could fall into such apostasy. How can the people of the Ark of the Covenant bend the knee to such pagan deity and sacrifice children to the fire? How can the miracles that brought them out of Egypt be so easily forgotten? It's hard to fathom, but it begins one family at a time. The Baal worship was first shocking, then commonplace, and eventually catchy. The half-bull, half-man god became the object of worship. Parents would bring their infants to be burned alive and served as offering to the pagan deity. In the midst of the screams, one could smell the stench of burning flesh and witness a sexual orgy among the congregants. The fanatical worship was believed to proffer economic prosperity. They were not there to condemn anyone, only to love them as they were. It's always about love. We don't condemn anyone. Does this sound familiar? We are not far from this today. God's word is doubted. The Bible is considered out of date. The child is inconvenient and aborted. Marriage is transformed to acceptable forms of licentiousness. Shocked at first, our nation now accepts the sin. And then comes judgment. That's a 2-Minute Podcast. I am Michael Foskey.